It's way past time I dispense some indiscriminate justice!
G'day guys, Duckville here. We're going to have a replay from the 2v2 realm today. This is going to be one all the way from the Euro server. I know I don't usually grab things from the Euro server, but this one was sent in again by the boys from MCG, the Malta Cyber Games clan. Of course, we do have MCG Knockside, as we did in the previous 2v2 game we had with these guys. And his partner again over here is MCG Habs. Now, in the previous 2v2, we did see these guys. Obviously, they are Masters level. They will be competing against an alternate Masters level team down here. In fact, these guys are actually from, well, supposedly from the Mousesports clan. And we've got Mouz Sick here. And over in the blue, we've got Geist. So these guys will be another Terran Zerg team, of course, in twos. Terran Zerg is a very powerful matchup to go against, of course. So it is quite a interesting game, which it could be, as we'll see here. Now, we do have just standard sort of openings from these guys. There's nothing really too cheesy going on just yet. We don't actually have a spawning pool or anything just yet from Nock's side. Of course, sometimes in twos you see a lot of cheese, you see lots of proxies, that sort of thing. But at the moment, we're just going to have the normal sorts of things. As we mentioned here, in fact, we actually have guys building down here on the low ground of this particular map. This is this one Tempest, I believe it's called. Or is it Monsoon? I can't remember. No, I think it's Tempest. Anyway, I haven't actually played on this map for ages, but this is actually a decent twos map. As you can see here, it is very big. We've got bases in the corners of alternating sides, of course. When you do play on this map, you can spawn in, well, of course, what you're next to your teammate, as these guys are here, but you're, of course, you can spawn in any of these positions on the map. Now, as you can see here, guys going for that second racks pretty quickly there, and a drone is going to have something to say about that, but the drone is going to be chased away. As we can see here, a couple of SCVs ganging up and taking on that guy. He's not going to get too far, but now back at the base of Habs, he's got his own second racks going up, so we're going to see obviously some marine pressure. Now, in the previous game from the MCG guys, we did see them go for marine roach. Obviously a very standard sort of combination. In this particular twos pairing, you do see marine roach a lot. Another thing which does come up a lot, which I haven't actually seen these guys do yet, but it was Hellion and Speedling. Now, the point of grabbing Hellion Speedling is, of course, that you can actually use the speed of both of those particular units to your advantage and run around the map and run circles around your opponents if they don't have a particular combination that can stop the Ling Hellion pretty easily. So that's one thing which you can do, of course. Now, we do see a Baneling Nest, in fact, going down from Nock's side. He's going to get the Baneling Nest up and running, and we may see some type of bust. This could be a reaction to the fact that the Mouse boys are actually doing a low ground wall in. Of course, this what this does, the low ground wall in, makes it so that the Zerg isn't going to be worried about too much pressure coming in, and it also gives him time to tech up. In fact, hello, there we go. We got a lair coming straight away here from Sick. He's going to get that up and running soon. Now he's going to have to contend with some Banelings, which will be coming through once that's done, of course, and another factory. It's a factory, in fact, going down for Habs. He's going to have that up and running, of course. So we may see perhaps some combination of perhaps some sort of tank Baneling or something random like that. I'm not really sure. But I would presume it's just going to be low-level tech for the moment, and perhaps this factory could just be for the starport, which will help out when you do get some medevacs. Now, a couple of Marines and a SCV. In fact, no, it's just the SCV. This guy is on low health. He's on 20 health at the moment, so he's not going to last long once he gets to this Zergling in the middle. And the Zergling says hello, pops out of the grass, takes it out like a nature documentary, and that guy goes back into the grass there holding the Xel'Naga Tower. Actually, I haven't mentioned the Xel'Naga Tower here in the middle here actually controls a pretty decent position here, given that you can actually see where flanks are coming from the sides. You can see, of course, anywhere where your opponent is going to come through the middle. It's a lot like what Lost Temple used to be, with the old version of Lost Temple before it became the Shattered Temple, whereby you would have the two watchtowers that actually controlled essentially all of the attack paths. This is a little bit of what this one is like here. Obviously, it's in the center, which makes it a little bit more contested, but of course, it still provides the same sort of vision when you do control it. couple of Lings are now pumping out here. Of course, Noxide getting prepared for this inevitable Baneling bust, which we will see shortly. Oh, hello, we've actually got the Spire. So Sick is actually going straight for that Spire there. He's going to have that up soon. It's just under halfway done at the moment. It is hidden down here in the corner, just in case the MCG guys scan or perhaps send a sacrificial overlord through the middle of the map and see that Spire. Of course, they don't want to see that that is on the way, because once the mutas are up, it is actually a really good sort of unit to have on this particular map, because of course there's a lot of room and the mutas can fly around. But hold that thought, we've actually got a Baneling bust coming in. Not going to be seeing a huge wall as there once was, but there certainly are 2 bunkers to bust through. If they can bust through the bunkers and take out the Marines that are here, they will actually have a lot less for those Marines at the back to contend with. As we can see, the Lings getting inside, Banelings exploding on the other Banelings, the Marines coming in from the back, a stream of Zerglings coming in also, and as we can see here, these Zerglings, these drones are trying to run away from the Banelings, and they do get away, some of them, but they're not going to survive too long because there are some Marines inside the base now and a lot of Lings, and these drones are going to have no fun trying to get away from all of these Lings, not to mention this tank. No protection for that tank at all because there are no Marines because they were killed in the initial bust. Finally, some SCVs come out. They're not really going to get too far on this tank, I don't think. No, they don't. They don't get to repair that tank at all. They're now repairing each other, giving themselves high fives even though they actually did nothing at all. Muta's finally out for 6, so he should be able to clean up some of these Marines that are left over here. Perhaps the SCVs will help, and then indeed they do. But the problem now for the MCG team is, for the Mouz team, is that now they are actually crippled economically. As we can see on the tab here, we actually have 9 harvesters for Sick and 18 for Geist, so he's going to have a lot of trouble getting anything out here. As we can see, a secondary attack coming in. This is pretty much the point where you're in a lot of trouble, where you've got units just streaming in here. These Lings with speed, of course, will protect the Marines if they can. The tanks, of course, will do a lot of damage themselves, although they will do a little bit more damage against the buildings as well. But Noxide is just running through here. He is controlling this position, obviously, and I would say that is going to be it. Finds a Spire. Had to look around a bit for that one. He couldn't find that on the map, but now he's going to take that out pretty quickly, and there is not going to be too much done here. But as you can see, Sick actually went up to Noxide's base, has attempted to take out some of the drones, and has done an okay job, but I would say, yeah, there's a lot of drones down here at the natural expansion, so that was a good transfer there by Noxide, and GG from Guys. So that was a pretty quick 2v2 game, but I hope you guys liked that one. And as we can see, the guys from the Malta Cyber Games team have done a great job of busting through the defenses of Mouz.